Your life is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. This is just the same which our guests for today have done. Let us welcome our next guest who is eager to share his entrepreneurial journey. Mr. Amit Pednekar, Director, Intelligent Technologies India. Sir has a rich experience of more than 15 years for handling business value chain. Sir is leading sales with Intelligent for Western India. Further to his engineering in industrial production, Sir has completed his MS in Marketing and Management from Birmingham City University. In the UK, Sir has started off his career with Patni Computers in India before he went back to UK for career opportunity. He joined back in London with a process consulting organization, Renoir Group, and spent around 4 years. He has handled a diverse portfolio from sales to marketing to operations to project implementations, with an experience of working in Indian, UK, and European geographies. He understands the core of business value and uses his skill to enhance profitability.
His present role demands interaction with the key decision makers with the organization to induce the business intelligence and analytic growth of organization. His agenda with several key organizations to help them evolve the analytical roadmap and plan analytical journey. He has built several case studies in acquiring client, Fortune 500 platform and delivering excellent project with his team. He is an avid reader and also enjoys interacting with students. He has conducted many sessions with students and has participated in interaction where he has shared his professional experience and industry requirements and his view on developing successful career. Sir is a sports enthusiast, a state-level football player and a marathoner.
We also have with us Ms. Sayali Purohit, working with Intelligent for 4 years as key accounting manager. She takes care of upselling and cross-selling Intelligent products and services. She has 4 years of core technical analytics background and has now moved to management side of responsibilities. With this, I request Sir to enlighten our batch.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. First of all, thank you for the kind introduction. It's too much to sometimes, hear about you and being actually, moving into different colleges, management, students, meeting them like this is the 4th of this season. And when you hear about yourself more, it actually is sometimes putting you in saying, "Arya, bahut kar liya, now let's share something with you." So this becomes and gives me an opportunity to come here and share on this Entrepreneurs Day some of the things which are based on innovation, which is the next journey that you guys are going to undertake, and what's coming, what's coming in that's going to help you excel, help you do more in what you see in near future. So I'm just going to throw some light. But before I start, before I get onto some slides, I know this is the 4th session of the day. I spoke to Dr. Govind and he said, no, it's okay, the guys are getting ready. And absolutely, being 4th, so I have like 4 meetings in a day, and they're all different kind of meetings. I get to see different people, and that's how the world is outside. So you're getting prepared for it. So, but I understand, keeping the patience for that long also is a challenge when you're young and, you have all those distractions around, so it is difficult. But let me try and make this as much interesting being this last session. So I would like to have this session more interactive. Let this not go one way. Let this be, two-way traffic. You can raise your hands at any time. You can disturb me at any time. You have any question that comes to your mind, may that be, don't think about the quality of the question, I would actually encourage, I wanted to see which college that I go to, which management school I go to, and maximum questions come. So far I have had 20 odd questions that came yesterday in one of the university colleges I was, and let's see how interactive you guys are, because I'm going to talk about something which is really the next gen thing, something that you guys will enjoy. You guys are a part of it basically already. So this is the first month, right, for everyone? Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, sorry. of course, Saili is here from our technical background, is now moved. She had her introduction as well. But Saili, anything that you want to add, basis anything that is going on Rubik's front, please, interrupt, disrupt, or, anytime. All right, so before we start, it's been a month, so I'm sure, I can see these faces all active, all, ready, that's how you see when you go into, army, and everyone's ready, for just waiting for an order, nikalna, that kind of a energy is seen. And this is the second time. I was here last year as well, and I'm a fan of in the school, I'm a fan of IIEBM because for the discipline, the way in this entire thing, the program is managed, it's awesome to be here. It's awesome. So thank you, sir. That's something that you bring on, and so this rarely is seen. So guys, you are fortunate to be a part of this esteemed in this management school. So enjoy your time here, learn more and do more. That's going to be the last dialogue, of course, again, but let me just put it here. Okay, so let this be both way traffic. So very brief, I'll be giving you a brief about what Intellement, the company that I represent, the organization I work with, does what. So we are into business intelligence and analytics. So how many of you are aware about this terminology called as business BI and analytics? You can raise your hands. I'm not going to ask the next question, if you know that, what is that so have you anybody heard of business intelligence and analytics? Has anyone heard about, yeah, there's one gentleman here. Is there anyone else? So there are a couple of hands, yes. So that everyone's heard. Please, you can be as interactive possible. Don't worry, there's no question coming in for that, So good to hear that some people know about it, but anyone knows about big data? More hands, that's better. So big data, data science and stuff like that. So I belong to that side of the world, where it is about big data, data science, analytics. This is all about decision making, it's all about decisions, how some people take decisions. And in my 14 years, 14 years of my experience post my MBA, what has been the most exciting period for me is last 6 years, where I've seen Intellement in a different way, in which we have done business, acquired business across geographies, across territories, across borders. We've done enough fun, we have had enough adventure in doing this. So we actually started this in 2004, and this was has anyone not heard of SAP, a company called as SAP? Not heard? Everyone's heard about it. So we were the partners of SAP, and when we started with SAP, it was like a partners of SAP, and then we helped them implement their products, we helped them do implementations and stuff. So the idea was to get into business intelligence, analytics, that part of 2004, which was really the next gen thing. People today start a BI company every day. You will see a startup coming into the analytics space every day. There's no new thing that everybody wants to have a piece of analytics. They want to enjoy saying, yes, we do analytics. Why? Because that's the next thing in. Why is it? It's something that you can see as we proceed. So within 14 years, what we have managed doing is taking some 100 clients, So these clients have made us good cash rich for us to do innovation, which is something, an important part. All the speakers today surely would have spoken about innovation, what's happening with regards to their own fields, their own industries, and how innovation is helping them grow their business. Because if you're not innovating, probably you are not existing. That's what is when it goes to the corporate world or the industries that you operate into. So around 350 people, we are purely into data science, data scientists, the terminologies that are still yet to get a proper definition, but we work on that space, of course not leaving what we did in analytics, but we do a lot in the data science platform that is Rubik's, just to introduce, and I'll talk about it as we proceed. So if you can see what is disrupting today in terms of technology is digital, is analytics, is IoT, and is data science. In here I want to take a break and ask a few questions about those things: digital, analytics, IoT, and data science. Any questions that comes to your mind as in where I have reached so far? Sharing some things, yeah, good. It can be without a mic if you are loud enough. Oh, is it okay? Cool. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. My name is Sugam and I am from Bharuch. Sir, sir, what is, I know the full form IoT, that is Internet of Things. Sir, what actually is Internet of Things? Means what does it comprise of and how big it is?
Absolutely, good. Anything else?
Sir, and something about data science.
Data science as well. Okay, good. Nice question. Okay, anyone has a question on IoT? Because there's a question raised on IoT and I want to touch upon that. Yeah, IoT related questions. Anyone want to just ask this? Pass the mic, please.
My name is Sushmita and I am from Surat. I don't have much knowledge about data science and IoT, so can you please
Absolutely. Yes,
elaborate
Surat,
on-
Bharuch, all those questions are coming from Gujarat about IoT. Okay, nice question. Yes. Yeah. So, of course. Okay. So, what is IoT? I'll go into that part. So, if you see 3 words written there, just beneath IoT answers it all. I'm going to just elaborate a little. So, there is data integration, there is rule engines, and there is monitoring, remote monitoring, right? So, simple. So, forget about the first 2 words, the third word, monitoring, which is called as remote monitoring. What is it that means? The word parallel to there is a sensor. Sensors. Everyone knows about a word called sensors? Correct? So example है किसी के पास, my car has a sensor. बारिश होता है, windshield पे पानी गिरता है, तो automatic ये होना चालू हो जाता है. Because there is a sensor, which senses things and gives orders to the system and says चला, right? इसमें कोई ब्रेन नहीं है, right? There is no brain. अपना ब्रेन कैसे होता है, बारिश होता है, अपने सर पे गिरता है, अरे दिखता है, आंखों को दिखता है, immediately we take the thing out, right? इसको किसी को देखा नहीं इसने, but the sensor is a very intelligent thing, right? It immediately asks you to start the thing, wiper. और बारिश जोर जोर से गिरता है तो धाड़ 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 धाड़, कम होता है स्लो. See how intelligent it is, right? So sensor is doing something which is really not human, it is artificial intelligence, right? कोई सोच रहा है, मेरे को बटन दबाने का ही जरूरत नहीं है विंडशील्ड के लिए, क्लीन करने के लिए, ऑटोमेटिक कोई सोच रहा है. दैट इज आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, राइट? अ सिंपल एग्जांपल. नाउ कमिंग बैक, IoT, इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स. IoT is 1960 word, by the way. It started in Germany. उसका बहुत अच्छा history. I'm not getting into that. What IoT does is it about sensors. हर sensor एक data generate करता है, right? मतलब for example, if you travel on expressway, when we are going, we are paying the toll, correct? Toll भरा, उसके आगे कार निकल गया, right? There are speedometers, the speed cameras. कि कोई 200 की स्पीड में 180, 150 पे स्पीड पे गया, तो वो फोटो कैच करता है, ठीक है? वो रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर का फोटो कैच करता है एंड आपके घर में आपको टिकट भेज देता है, दैट यू हैव टू पे द फाइन. यू रिमेंबर, राइट? दिस हैज हैपेंड. देयर आर सेंसर्स व्हिच आर कैलकुलेटिंग हाउ मेनी कार्स आर गोइंग टू एंड फ्रो. मुंबई पूना कितना कार्स कर रहा है? हाउ इज इट नोइंग? कोई बंदा बैठ के इधर 1 2 3 नहीं कर रहा भाई, राइट? देयर इज अ सेंसर, देयर इज समथिंग दैट मूव्स, इट कैप्चर्स 1 2 3 4 and it tells ki boss that 20,000 cars that actually went in from Pune to Mumbai and from Pune back. Oh yes, hey, can you help with the charger please? There's a charger in my bag, laptop charger. Sorry. So there is something which is capturing that data. I'm talking about IoT, by the way, just bringing back what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is about IoT. So those things are captured, those informations are captured. Now how do you make that data, that is which is coming, that which of a sensor is generating, to be made into business sense? To be made into a business sense is IoT. Again, I'll give you a simple, rather explaining the terminology, I'll explain you the use case. A simple use case that we are on to. This is about productivity. Everyone has to be productive, right? From the morning you get up to the evening. Some businessmen are 100% productive. They do business millions of dollars because they are 100% productive. Their brains operating that way. They have different brains they hire to do their job, right? So it's about productivity. Now, if you see a sensor generates a data. An example that we did a recent study was SFS, which is Siemens Financial Services. Siemens, everyone heard of this company? Siemens, right? German company, both अच्छी company, $1 billion, huge company, very good, work ethics, company to work with and everything. So what they did is, they said, we have some machines, some printers and coffee machines. And they are working. We get printouts day in, day out. There are coffee machine, coffee पी रहे, office में बैठे, कॉफी पी रहे, चल रहा है, चलो भाई 5 मिनट बात करते हैं, कॉफी पे चर्चा, मीटिंग चल रही है, कॉफी चाहिए, right? Every meeting plus coffee is a must, right? Everyone comes to your office, you ask them for a coffee, tea, whatever. So there are machines, coffee machines, and there are printers. So they said कितने machines हैं? There are 200,000 machines, right? 200,000 is 2 lakh. बोले कि हमारे पास 2 लाख machines है on every floor, everywhere, and we want to ensure that everything is working well. Now that is an advanced world, Germany. It is Germany, right? So उधर हर एक machine में is a smart machine. Like we have a smartphone, their machines are smart, right? You do not have to go to a coffee machine, vending machine, and then press button. फिर उसमें लिखा है cappuccino, ये वो options you get, black coffee, ये you know whatever those are, and you click it and वो coffee आ जाता है, and you come back उधर ही फिर अरे sugar है, sugar नहीं चाहिए, all those options you get. What you get here in the smart machines is there is an app on your phone. So and they want it that way कि if you want a coffee, आपके ऐप में जाओ, बैठे बैठे वर्क स्टेशन पे क्लिक करो कि तुम्हारा कॉफी मशीन नेक्स्ट इज नंबर 4 which is just outside your door, and this is office. Number 4 coffee machine, I want a black coffee with 1 sugar. Okay, and I say enter. So enter होने के बाद it gives you a number. It is number 44. Okay, and it gives you time 30 seconds. That means in 30 seconds your coffee is ready in your vending machine. Just go and grab it. Go in 30 seconds, but there can be other coffee in line. कोई और लेने के लिए आ रहा है, so it is wasting your time. It's making ensuring the productivity. तो आप अपना काम करो, because अभी suddenly सब लोगों को कॉफी पीने की इच्छा हो गई and 20 orders were given at the same time. So there's a 5 minutes wait. Don't go there and strangle around and say अरे अच्छा है, लोग खड़े खड़े रहते हैं, क्या करना है? No, right? Then ensure that अपने कॉफी के टाइम ही जाओ जब अपना कॉफी रेडी है, and आपका नंबर है 44. If your number is not missing, कॉफी लेके बाजू में रखो. That's not yours, and then wait for your number to come and take it. This is IoT, a very simple form. So a coffee machine, there's a printers. Now what happens, you generally are at work, you want to print a copy of an agreement, send it, sign it, do it, scan it, send it. If I press Control P, it has to print, but the machine is out of work. The machine is under maintenance. Am I a user? I don't care. I just want that printer. I can get restless. Because someone at the other side of the business is waiting for this copy next 5 minutes. The business actually moves at a speed of thought. You'll not believe. But for me, honest, I can't wait. I can't wait for my HR team कि मेरे को ये बंदा चाहिए, data scientist. And then they say, हाँ sir, 2 दिन में आ जाएगा. अरे भाई 2 दिन में क्या आ जाएगा? 2 दिन में 100 आने चाहिए, right? मेरे को अभी का अभी चाहिए. I can't wait. So then they say, अरे machine है क्या हम लोग? Machine है, I don't care, right? I am a business user. I want things as I want things. So similarly, people won't stop. And machine printer खराब है. So when is that machine going to go under maintenance? Is the data that is sent to the user, कौन? The administrator. बस उसका कॉफी उस प्रिंटर का कार्ट्रिज खत्म होने को आया है, immediately sends a message to the vendor who is operating that machine, brings it back and changes the cartridge before it goes. वरना इधर क्या होता है, in my office honestly वो खत्म हो जाता है. Then we make a call, आ जाओ, फिर वो आ जाएंगे, तब तक कुछ नहीं, फिर दूसरे मशीन को प्रिंट आउट दो. उससे क्या होगा, I go on the next floor, या फिर किसी और को भगा, अरे भाई वो प्रिंटर से नीचे वाले प्रिंटर से ये लेके आओ, राइट? आई एम लूजिंग ऑन प्रोडक्टिविटी. दैट वर्ल्ड, दैट साइड ऑफ द वर्ल्ड which is gone a different level than us, right? For them, they needed this. They said productivity can't go down. We are Germans. We are not any other country. We are Germans. We operate our products, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, whatever you name this German product, Siemens, they're world number 1, right? How is it? Why are those products number 1? The productivity of those machines is high. So it's not just machines. It is the person who is productive equally. If these systems, this artificial intelligence is ensure that the person is productive, right? The terminologies of McDonald's, where does it come from, right? Within 30 seconds your order should be here or you get it food free. That was what started in US. They said order diya, punch kiya, खट से जो बंदा who's there at the back end is actually getting and wrapping the burger. 10 seconds it's boiling, the enough boil. The oil should be boiled at all time. Just कि 10 सेकंड में अंदर डाला, डिप बाहर निकाला तो बर्गर रेडी, ब्रेड के नीचे पैक, गॉन, 30 seconds डन, पैसा बंदा बाहर, दूसरा इन, right? So that is the productivity. So that is called as McDonaldization. They said machine बन गए लोग. They operated, they ensured the productivity because customer demands. So I am the one, I'm working inside LCRM में machine की तरह काम कर रहा हूँ. But at the other side, I am the consumer also, right? I am a customer who want things like this. I can't wait. मैं गाड़ी से उतरा, नहीं गाड़ी पार्क करूँ, उतरूँ, सब पीछे आगे पार्किंग अपने इधर नहीं, ड्राइव थ्रू निकालो, गाड़ी लगाना ही नहीं है, ड्राइव थ्रू विंडो, ऑर्डर लिया, गाड़ी में बैठा, बाहर गाड़ी में ही सब कुछ, 30 seconds and you take your order and go away, right? Things move, things go to the next level, and that is nothing but IoT. Now again going back, just an example of coffee machine and printer for IoT, but it is way beyond it. मतलब क्या हो रहा है आज के डेट में? For example, that when we started doing this project of IoT for Siemens said we have another company of ours that makes beverages. There's a beer bottling plant. Everyone knows about thing called beer, right? I'm sure. So they always have that beer bottling plant. That's very much thing in Germans are the big beer manufacturing company. They sell it to entire world. They don't drink much, but they'll sell it to the rest of the world. See again how intelligent they are. So when they make it, there is a process. It goes through a distillery which actually brews. The breweries they call it. The beer is. So they said one of our clients actually is producing those many bottles and is importing. We want to ensure that the raw material that is made, the barley which with the beer is actually made, itna barley, itna outcome deta hai. But is it? We are thinking कि बस every time the outcome is same. We are making 10,000 bottles a month, but every month sometimes it is 60 tons of barley, sometimes it is 70 tons of barley. ऊपर नीचे हो रहा. How come? Because it should be same. If the 10,000 is an outcome, if it is 60 tons should be the input every time. When is it coming from? So then they said, yeah, what do we do? What did they do? From where it starts, when the barley gets into the machine, gets operated, वो चालू हो के fermentation, beer बन रहा भाई, धीरे धीरे धीरे. Don't imagine that bottle. धीरे धीरे, just imagine the process in which it's going to flow. कि वो बन रहा है, bottle इसमें आ रहा है, एक नए process में जा रहा है, vaporization हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है, condensation, all those things आगे जा रहा है. So कहीं पर वो ऑपरेट नहीं हो रहा है, machine is not operating to its extent, but then is there a sensor there? So they said उधर sensor लगाओ. So they put a sensor everywhere, all the process, and then they said now watch the sensors only, बाकी कुछ काम धाम नहीं कर रहे हैं. So then it came to know that the reservoir in which the barley water actually is gonna do, and then the pump which is throwing that into the next level for the next whatever process is, that pumps are 20 odd pumps, of which 5 pumps are not working. वो गर्म हो जाता है और बंद हो जाता है, ऑटोमेटिक. इट वार्म्स अप टू अ टेम्परेचर व्हिच इट कैन मैनेज, उसके बाद वो बंद हो जाता है. फिर जब वो ठंडा हो जाता है, इट स्टार्ट्स अगेन. इट्स अ प्रोसेस. मशीन्स ऐसे काम करते हैं, उनका कूलिंग कम पड़ रहा है. इज द रीजन दे आर एक्चुअली stopping, it's going up and down. So for that reason, this sensor told us, right? So IoT again, and they changed those sensors. फिर हो गया, within 6 months 60 tons of barley comes in, 10,000 bottles made. 60 tons of barley comes in, 10,000. What are they imagining? Only looking at the sensors when saying bottling हो रहा है कि नहीं, कौन सा प्रोसेस हो रहा है, कम कौन सा नहीं हो रहा, तुरंत भाई ये मशीन मोटर आज ही पता चला, दूसरे दिन मोटर चेंज या मोटर को कूलिंग ज्यादा प्रोवाइड किया, वापस एफिशिएंसी प्रोडक्टिविटी मेंटेन्ड. Is nothing. So centers, so is the reason. Remote monitoring. So something you are sitting there, there are sensors and you are just monitoring it remotely and saying, "Bhai, phone kiya, जा उधर repair करके आ, खत्म." Right? So before even a heart attack comes in, they know that there's going to be a heart attack because now there's going to be a sensor, a pacemaker के साथ एक चीज जोड़ी जाएगी in the heart. They are in that space कि किसी का हार्ट डग 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 बढ़ गया है तो समझ लो आने वाला है, तो तुरंत पहले ही go there and ensure that he's not doing that, and that is something which is the next thing, that is again IoT. So I hope IoT is concept wise clear, right? IoT. Now how do you do it? So is the data science. You see this part again, a data science, simple statistical modeling, machine learning, artificial intelligence. Again I'll give you an example, then machine learning, AI and data science will be simplified. Simple thing, very simple concept. IoT जैसा ही है, sensors लगाते हैं और नाम IoT, right? If you go into these things, they're very simple things. Data science, machine learning, or artificial intelligence, right? So, for example, नहीं, you guys look very sincere. Netflix किसी ने नहीं सुना है? सबने सुना है, हाँ. So उसमें कौन सा सीरीज आजकल चल रहा है? Sacred Games. Perfect. Everyone's known about it. Okay, so Sacred Games today, was it पुट ऑन द रोड्स कि उसका ये लगा था सेक्रेट गेम्स का चल रहा है. अर्लियर मूवीज का चलता था, थिएटर में जाओ देखने के लिए, राइट? अभी सेक्रेट गेम्स आर कमिंग ऑन द रोड, राइट? बड़े बड़े बिलबोर्ड्स, विंडशील्ड्स लगा रखे हैं भाई कि देखो, और कहां पर देख रहे हैं? नेटफ्लिक्स. कितना है साल का सब्सक्रिप्शन? 999. सब 1000 रुपीज एंड साल भर का सब्सक्रिप्शन, एंड 3-4 डिवाइसेस पे लगा सकते हैं. यू कैन 3 डिवाइसेस, हो गया खत्म. सब मूवीज 1000 रुपए बजट डाउन, खत्म. कोई थिएटर नहीं जाएगा लाइफ में, right? उधर ही देखो, वो भी sacred games देखो. But then when they started with this sacred games का story, there were teasers that came in initially. Now they wanted to see how many people are really going to watch it. So what they did, teasers came on Facebook. Facebook में आने पे अपना एक ही काम रहता है, देखना शेयर करना, ताकि अपने सारे भाई बंधु लोग उसको देखे, वापस वो लोग शेयर करें, अपन उनकी लाइफ इजी कर देते, राइट? लाइक करो शेयर करो, लाइक करो शेयर करो, ताकि सब दुनिया देखे. नाउ व्हेन इट स्टार्टेड डूइंग, पीपल ऑफ योर एज लगा दिया, वाओ फैंटास्टिक स्टोरी, नवाजुद्दीन सिद्दीकी टॉप एक्टर, बहुत बातें. दूसरा भी अगर उसको देखना नहीं है फिर भी नवाजुद्दीन का नाम सुन के देखेगा, वो भी बोलेगा अच्छा है. सो व्हेन दैट एडवर्ड कम्स इन, यू वॉच द एंटायर एडवर्ड, correct? The advert is of 20 seconds, but you watch that entire 20 seconds, correct? But some people who are 15-year-old, no, above 60, 70, 75, bore bakwas kya hai ye? They are less interested. Even that thing goes, they are on Facebook, but they go for 10 seconds, they will close it. मेरे को देखना ही नहीं है, बक्का हूं. हाँ, मेरे को, if you ask me personally, I don't get to watch a normal television. मैं अपने फोन में कहाँ वो नेट सैक्रेड गेम्स देखूं, कहाँ वो मेरे पास टाइम ही नहीं है. बट फेसबुक में आ गया 10 मिलियन लाइक्स, मैं बोले ये क्या, लगा दिया. जैसे ही देखा, अच्छा ये कोई सोप है, इन द सेंस कोई सीरियल है, सीरीज है जो चलेगा, ठीक है भाई, मेरे का टाइम नहीं है, मैंने बंद कर डाला. नॉट इवन 10 सेकेंड्स, क्योंकि मेरे पास टाइम ही नहीं है. सो लाइक मी, देयर इज ऑल्सो सेट ऑफ पीपल हु विल नॉट हैव टाइम टू वॉच सैक्रेड गेम्स एट ऑल, right? But there are some people who will watch it. Now, what is artificial intelligence? What is machine learning? What is statistical modeling going to do with it? So, the guys who are going to produce this are wanting to know, when I have released this small 20-second teaser, how many of the people actually watched it for the entire 20 seconds? Right? And how many of them closed it in 10 seconds? And that data is actually coming out of our phones, our account of Facebook, or Twitter, or wherever that is posted, that is going to release that data, right? So someone's going to pick that data and let us know that it is going to be this set of users, our age group. अगर कोई Facebook है तो Facebook में अपने सारे डिटेल्स अपने दे दिया, अपना पूरा ना, किसी को नहीं बताया, वो सब Facebook को बता डाला है. You know this guy already, Mark Zuckerberg, is taken, in a different ways of, playing around with data, which was very much sensitive data of our own, has been sold to companies, right? So he has been questioned, he's been paying millions of his unethical part which came into picture. He dropped 16 billion in his stocks. You know that 16 billion, what does that mean? It's a huge money that he lost in overnight because of data. Now we are giving all that data to that Facebook, who tells that Mr. Ajay has watched it for 10 seconds. Ajay has watched it on Samsung phone Galaxy Note 2. His age is 25, he is based in Pune. That's it. His entire data has gone to someone to do the analysis and say, okay, that user has stopped. What is his age group? Let's do age group ki jitne logon ne cancel kiya wo 25 age group ke the. That means our advert is not good enough to capture the 25 years imagination. Let us revamp, let us redo. So they do change their advertising. How do you change? How do you do that? Another story, they put another 25-year character who is successful, kuch aur karna dala. They make all those changes. For example, Nagin naam ki ek serial hai, okay? People would know. And Viacom 18 is my customer basically. And when I went to Viacom 18, they said, wo Nagin maregi na, to problem hai. No, what are we talking about business? Baat kya karna hai? Nagin marne nahi chahiye. Because everyone likes, and people, they came to know कि last part of that कि वो कार से वो कुछ तो आगे मरने वाली है. The accident looks really brutal, but it is the serial stopped now, and you can see that on Monday वापस दिखने वाली है. तो Monday आने से पहले ही Saturday Sunday लोगों ने पूरा उसके पेज पे जाके कलर्स के बोल दिया, अगर मर गई तो मैं नहीं देखूंगी. So many people said that, and then production house में आग. भाई रुको, weekend में plan change, नागिन मरने नहीं चाहिए, right? So then what they did, change the story. एक हफ्ते, so the director बोलेगा मैं क्या करूँ, producer बोला I don't care, मेरा serial कल से TRP नीचे जाएगा, who's gonna pay me, right? एक महीना तो जिंदा रख, ठीक है? So एक महीना जिंदा रखने की story, हाँ, तो वापस नया. So you not believe, earlier directors were easy in life. यहाँ पे कभी भी लोगों का आ गया ना tweets कि ये करना है, जिंदा रखना है, character मरना नहीं चाहिए, emotional, सास बहू, emotional, ये नहीं मरनी चाहिए, वो जिंदा रहना चाहिए, this has to do. They change that. They change that, and where is it coming from? That's machine learning. That is helping you study your data, throw that data on you so that you change. I think we are closing at 6:30, right? We are closing at 6:30, right? So another 5 minutes, I'll quickly run through what we do. Yeah, let us move. So how do we do? I want to skip this. Please go ahead. I want to come down to the last part. Yeah, keep going, please. No, I'll put it. I'll change it. So I think most of, if as I said, we can go to the next part. I'm not going to consider this part, which is more technology, and I have already run out of time. This is something I like. Iske baad turant next. So this is something that I want to give it the last 10 minutes of a message. That I belong to a system and industry which is completely into innovation, which brings in edge in terms of what we do, which actually is helping clients do better in their business. So who does best? If you ask me this, who is our customer? The question is, my customer's customer is my customer. I don't want to solve a problem of my customer. I want to solve problem of my customer's customer. That's how the business is moving into. That is change. So that is the industry that we operate into, and I would request you guys to also bring in change. This last part of my thing is nothing to do with what is IoT, machine learning. If there are any questions, you can push in any time. Any more questions? See, there's a lot. Yeah. Is there no more questions? On the front which I operate into, again, analytics, big data, we checked on IoT, we looked at structured, unstructured data, how the business